Hi, so if you are watching this video, you have received in time a cherry clock. So there's nothing complex about this, but I just want to do a quick video about unpacking and repacking, just because there's a bunch of different components. So first step, give yourself plenty of room on a nice surface to spread out. We're going to be taking the top and the other packing materials out and setting them aside, and then lifting the clock out. So the first step, which I've already done, is to remove the 14 screws that secure the top to the box. They're a number size 6, and the bit is a number 1 square drive. So I've already removed the screws. I'm going to remove the top. I've got a couple layers of bubble wrap in here. I'll take them out. I've got these, let me pull them. These gray and white blocks. They're the first pieces of foam to come out. I also sent some extra screws for the crate if you need them. If not, great. Next step is to remove this piece of curved styrofoam. And I'm going to gently, and so there's a door here. I'm trying not to put any force on the door. So I'm going to gently slide the clock down a little bit and then pull out these 2 top pieces of styrofoam. Now the clock's free, it's ready to come out. I found the best approach was to sort of get 2 hands in here. It's a little slippery with the bag, so I'm going to lift it out. And then just comes out of the bag. I've got blue tape. 3 pieces of blue tape are keeping the door from opening during shipping. Hopefully they work. And then there's some other tape inside. It's keeping the drawers in place. Hi, I am back again. Just wanted to talk for a second about hanging the clock. And it has come to my attention that I'm headless in all the videos, so I'll just peek down and say hello, so it's a little more personal. So the first thing I want to say is probably leave the tape on the door and the drawers until after you get it hung, just so that the door isn't swinging open as you're lifting it onto the wall. So I'm going to slide the clock aside for a second. I want to protect. I'm going to turn the clock, so I want a protected surface. So you can take the clock, you can turn it onto its flat side, and now you can see the 2-part cleat on the back. I'm going to remove the blue tape, which just held everything in place during shipping. I'm going to slide the bigger part down to remove him. So it's 2-part, and it's dovetailed. I don't know if you can see that. So that when this wedge shape engages into this part of the cleat, it can't pull out. And so this guy is marked pretty clearly. He's the wall cleat. This is up, and this is telling me that this is the side that faces out when I mount. So when I mount it, I want this face visible. If you mount it incorrectly, obviously this dovetail setup isn't going to work. And I've marked the back, this face against the wall. Also got some notes on here about screws, stuff like that. So once I have this mounted to the wall with countersunk screws, and they have to be countersunk so that they have to be at or just below the surface of this, so that they don't cut into the back as you slide the clock down. So you'll mount this on the wall, lift the clock into place, and get it into place and slide it down into the cleat to engage it, and then it can't come out and it can't rotate. And then once it's hung, you can remove the blue tape. Thanks. Okay, back again. Now I'm going to just go over repacking. Same process, reverse order. Again, I know there's nothing complicated here, but I just want to make sure everything is covered. So the clock's going to go back in the bag. I found it was easiest just to sort of, lay the bag out, sort of open it up, put the clock on the bag, cover it back up, slide it into the bag, and if you can, it would be great to put some pieces of tape on the door and the drawers. You'll see how I did it on the drawers when you unpack it and open it up. If there's no tape, I think it should be fine. Just probably overkill on my part. So we've got the clock bagged. I'm going to bring the crate back. So, note about the crate, its orientation is marked on the inside of the crate. I've got top, bottom, and I've got some marks for the different pieces of styrofoam. So it's all pretty self-explanatory. So the clock goes back in. We're going to orient the top of the clock with the top of the crate. Okay, clock goes in. Again, trying not to put any pressure on this door, just because it's a Cooper door. It's sort of fragile. Tuck the bag in. I'm gonna shift it down toward the bottom if I can. If not, it doesn't move much in there, so don't worry about that. The pieces of foam are labeled. So A goes with the A. Up here at the top, it just slides in. B, same thing, marked here. Then I'm going to take this gray and white foam, goes back in at the bottom, just slides down. Curved foam. Smart C corresponds with the C on the foam inside the box. Just going to curve it as I slide it down. Another piece of gray and white foam. Just stuff it in here. Extra screws, if you've got them, just tuck them in somewhere or keep them, whatever. Now on the bubble wrap, I've got 3 pieces, but they're in 2 layers. They're marked first top and top, the top, so to orient it with the top. The one marked first obviously goes down first. It's just it's sized a little bit differently than the next layer. Okay, bubble wrap on. Then the top goes on. It's got orientation marks because these blocks want to fit in these recesses in the bubble wrap, which are not on the door, so they're on the flat face of the clock. So I've got orientation marks, top, bottom, that's probably all you need to know. Flip it. I've also got orientation marks on the top, top and side. So the top goes on, it just gets screwed with those same screws, a number 1 square drive bit. And you might need to clamp this plywood case, it's plywood, so it moved a little bit. You might need a clamp just to pull things in as you're screwing it home. But that's it. Thanks.